Hello, beautiful beings. Love and laughter, Tanya Rainbow Horse here. I want to talk about limiting beliefs. Now, I know I talk about this subject a few times, but every time it goes around the spiral, it gets a little deeper in the insides. And so I had an experience with a limiting belief. Limiting beliefs, oftentimes when they are ready to be healed, they will present themselves to you often, a lot, right before you're like, oh, all right, it's time to take control of that, and some people don't know how to even handle them. So I have a little technique that would be helpful that I'll share. But first, this limiting belief is one that I haven't quite fully worked through yet. It just came to my awareness and I wanted to talk about it, because talking about it just helps me move through it, helps me ground it in, helps me observe it, see it, and then go in, move through, concretize it, give it space to exist, to have a process to move through. And so witnessing it is giving me that. So I have a dog that we adopted from a shelter back in 2021. And he's a beautiful dog. He's got a lot of love, but he had some abusive energy from his life before us. And he, lived on the streets a little bit, so I don't fully know what went on, but he gets a little triggered sometimes, and we've really worked with him on that, and he's done a really good job. But he's very sensitive to energy, specifically me, because I feel like him and I have probably the stronger bond in the house. And so he gets a little snippy with certain people, with certain energy. It usually seems like when I've got some kind of fear energy around a person, or I'm nervous, I've got some weird energy, that he kind of projects that out forward. So there isn't really one specific incident that I can think of, but there's just been multiple little things where he's been nippy. And somewhere along the line of that, I've developed a limiting belief that he's this crazy beast dog that's like gonna Cujo out on somebody, okay? And it's brought to my attention today specifically, and slowly, probably the last few days, that I have a limiting belief around him because of that nippiness. I'm not quite sure how the energy shows up or why or when, but I will get these images when I'm in the limiting belief energy of him just like attacking somebody. And he's never straight up attacked anybody. Again, he's a little nippy because he's a little bit shell-shocked, a little traumatized once in a while. But for the most part, he's a really good dog. And so I can just see how sensitive he is with my energy. Like if I'm mad, the poor guy tries to stay away from me, and he's, a little bit cowery, he's a little bit klutzy, he's just got a big heart, and he's a lot of love, and he's sensitive to energy. And so I get these images in my mind of him just like basically killing somebody, or just attacking somebody. And I'm just like, what is this? And I had an image today when some friends said that they wanted to come visit and check out our house one of these times soon. And this limiting belief came up, this image in my head of me, of the dog attacking them. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a look at this, because this has been a recurring theme. I know it's not ultimate truth. Maybe he's had an experience in his life where he was threatened and he did attack somebody, or I'm from the little experiences of him nipping at us in certain moments that I've created a limiting belief. I'm not quite sure fully how the limiting belief created itself, but I'm aware of the images that it's bringing up into my mind, and I know it's an illusion. So what have I done with this to help me resolve it? Well, I learned this little trick from the spiritual activator, and the way he taught it was for something else, but I just tonight decided to do it for this limiting belief to help me move through it. Now you can do it before bedtime and allow your subconscious mind to work through things and help move you to the answer, or to bring it up to the surface, or you can just do it during the day, and it's going to bubble up anyways and help you. So this is what I did. So I close my eyes and I imagine the violet flame coming into my third eye. So I just really focus on it pouring into my third eye. Beautiful violet energy going into my third eye, feeling it with that beautiful purple radiance. And this is what I do. I release any fear or blocks around my dog, Leo, nipping, attacking, or harming any living being. I release, I release, I release. Okay, that's the first part. And then I go back to seeing the violet flame come into my third eye. And I can actually feel energy going in there. Yeah, it's good to get the energy moving, feeling, seeing, creating an experience. I am open to choosing a new belief around my dog Leo, that he's calm and relaxed and he harms no living being, that he is peaceful, zenful, calm, relaxed, assured, and at ease in all human being interactions, all animal interactions. I am open, I am open, I am open. And then I'll go ahead and see the violet flame again. And then whenever it feels good, you stop. So what that does is it gets your subconscious mind at work to go into the beautiful computer system of your subconscious, and it's like, okay, fear or blocks around this idea of the dog, blah, blah, blah. So then it goes in there and it starts finding where those blocks or fears are, and it will bring it up to the surface for you to deal with, for you to handle, for you to get an idea with, you to clear, cleanse. Now, I don't really know how it's gonna show up. I just know it is gonna show up. And then the second part of it is what you want to replace it with instead of. So it's like, once all the fear and the blocks are released, then I want to move this into opening up to receive an experience where it's at peace, it's at ease, everybody's in love and light and calmness and completely safe. So the tapping and the circling just helps stimulate the third eye. And then saying, I release, I release, I release is affirming and getting that part into your subconscious, like it's the command. I release this, I release this, I release this. And then I'm open to this, I'm open to this, I'm open to this is affirming the positive aspect. And then the violet flame is just beautiful, loving energy coming into your third eye, cleansing it, uplifting it, and making it potent and activated. Another way you could do it would be like this. I am aware that I have a limiting belief around my dog. My dog Leo, I have a limiting belief that he is harmful and not kind, that he harms people. And I know that's not the truth. I choose to see my dog Leo as a kind and loving being. I choose to see my dog Leo as at ease, at peace, harming none, and safe, sound, happy, and whole. He's a beautiful, loving, kind soul from great spirit, and he's always at ease and peace with all energies, all peoples. Oh. And then you'll probably feel a little energy moving, because that's just another way of commanding your subconscious to move energy. So let me know if you try the techniques and see how they feel. When I did the first one that I showed you where I was tapping here, when I first tried that one with a different kind of affirmation, I saw like a flash in my third eye. So that was kind of cool. It was like clearing something out or activating something or opening something. So that one's pretty powerful. And you could just sit there and like see the violet flame in your third eye too if you needed a third eye cleansing. So now I get to go about my business and see how the blocks and the fear around this limiting belief is going to come up for me to deal with. And this is kind of my favorite part, because it's like I've acknowledged what I would like to change, and I've acknowledged how I would like to change it. Now the universe goes to work. Now the subconscious goes to work to make it fulfilled, and it will come in the most magical way, and I will work through it in the most coolest way, uplifted way, and I'll just be like, whoa. So I'm interested if you've tried any of these techniques, or how you deal with limiting beliefs, or even how you might be aware that limiting beliefs show up for you. Do you see an image of a limiting belief? Do you feel the limiting belief constricted in your solar plexus, or do you maybe hear the limiting belief in your head when it pops up? You know, there's so many different ways that they can show up. So I'm just interested to hear, maybe somebody's got a different way it shows up for them. And I would really appreciate if you wanted to open up and share it down in the comments. I love to learn and hear the different ways that people experience this stuff, because this is fun. I love seeing how different energies show up and how we can move through them, and playing with different ways to shift and move through things. Anyways, till the next video, love and laughter.